Welcome once again to our special segment dedicated to the Filipino entrepreneur. On Strictly Business this week, we feature a successful e-commerce business that goes by the unlikely name of Ni Qua.
Ni Qua is a brand of Philippine-made bags. If it sounds Chinese, do not be misled. Ms. Bunny Baulos-de Guzman is the proprietor of the Ni Qua line of bags, and she explained that Ni Qua was the nickname of her Persian cat named Dominique. The name undeniably is unique and catches one's attention, the first step in building up a brand. Bunny and her husband, who studied marketing and international studies, started this e-commerce business, and Bunny herself has been managing the business for some 12 or 13 years now. She narrated that they stumbled upon the bag-making business, which got her interested.
I approached them and asked them to make some of my designs. That's where it all started. I think I designed about 2 or 3 back then. Tapos, what I do is I have it manufactured, tapos I get it consigned with other stores.
Like many others, the business started modestly, in a cramped space with only a staff of 3. Everything was contained in the small space, Bunny remembers, but that was over a decade ago. Now she has this space to show off her expanding collection. She started out with only 2 collections, with one collection having only 2 or 3 items and sizes. Now, Ni Qua has over 200 collections, and she continues to expand. Her market is the not-so-young, she says.
We try to go after the people who like fashion, but with durability and quality. So, in terms of age, we usually target late 20s to early 40s.
And like others who started out as an online business, Bunny has ventured into pop-up stores and popular malls.
When we do pop-ups is when we go to malls and showcase our product. The feedback is really good. The common thing that they always say is, 1, it's nicer in person. Our products, it's commonly said na it's nicer in person, number 1. Number 2, it's very lightweight. And they're always happy to know that it's Philippine-made. So it's usually mistaken as an international brand. Kasi when they see it in the malls, of course, they don't know the brand yet. And they'll ask, is this made in ano? Is this abroad? Is this an international brand coming in? So, no, it's Marikina made.
They source their leather from a tannery in Bulacan. And though they source their accessories locally, she knows they are actually made in China or Taiwan.
Most of the feedback that we've gotten is they're happy with the product. But our issue right now is that since we're an e-commerce company and we plan to retain that model, is 1, yung what do you call this? Yung trust of people interacting with an e-commerce. The big names like Lazada and Zalora made it better for us because at least the penetration is there, of course, but of course those are bigger names. So it's the stability of our brand being an e-commerce. So sometimes when new people find us, of course they're concerned, are you a fly-by-night company, things like that. So that's 1. The second one is when they don't see us, they don't know, they cannot seem to figure out the size, the fit of the bag. So that's why we do the pop-up. So we address that by doing the pop-up, but we haven't done pop-ups in provincial areas yet.
Bunny says they have 2 types of products. One is a stockable, which are ready-made bags.
And then when we have what we call a bespoke version, so we have the same bag, but if you want to change some of the details, like changing the color, adding a lining, because most of our bags doesn't have lining for the reason that it makes it lighter. So yon. Or you can add a lining, you can make the handle a bit longer, you can change the color of the accessories, so things like that. Those bags or those designs take about 2 weeks to make.
Color swatches are made available to customers who want to customize, but Ni Qua customizes only up to a certain extent.
Because sometimes when we say customizable, the customers will come back to us and say, can you do my own design? Yeah. That one, we will allow it for bulk orders but not for retail, for the reason that sometimes kasi the customers doesn't really know what they want, and they have this parang picture in their mind, but they do not consider na yung leather is a certain way, so when it comes out, ay, iba. So we try to give them options, but options para we can pre-study, pre-develop the options that we give them.
Here, Bunny shows us some of her available bags. This one is a bike bag.
Okay, so this is our first design. It's called a Ni Qua bag. So in 2014, when we started, we had about 2 designs lang. Tapos this is the bestseller. So the nice thing about the Ni Qua is you can customize it. So you can change the color of the body. You can make it parang color blocking. So these are the swatches that we have. So we don't naman have any color that you can just pick out of your brain. So meron kaming swatches. So I think this is about 30 already. Yan. Tapos we have a bit of texture. Yan. So yan yung Ni Qua namin. This one, we call this the skarte. Skarte means scrap. So it comes from our scrap leather. So this item, parang it's actually cut manual per item. Tapos you parang rivet it one by one. So this is our corporate CRS project for the company. Kasi 50% of the income goes to a foundation. Plus, it's our way to reduce our waste. Parang an old doctor's bag. It's very big. It's called the weekender bag. So, may 2 sizes smaller. This is yung parang pinaka-travel bag na. We call it the Telayo bag. Our newest item, we're launching it this coming December or November. It's a camera bag, yung aming camera collection. It has cushion inside, so you can put your camera inside. Tapos parang stylish pa rin siya outside. Tapos you can buy with it a camera strap, yung traditional long strap, like that. So made of leather siya, so hindi siya matatanggal. And something that's new, I think. So this is a wristlet for the camera. Tapos we'll be launching this in 1 or 2 colors. Tapos just like every other bag we have, you can pick your own color and have it customized.
For Bunny, she would like to remain as an e-commerce business rather than put up her own mortar and stone stand-up store. She found that most of her local customers are those who like to patronize Philippine products. And now that she is trying to penetrate the foreign market, she is also targeting Filipinos who live abroad.
We've offered our free shipping internationally, I think in September. So we had a few. We have several offerings. So one is the standard bag. Second is the bag that has a monogram or your initials. And then third is the bespoke version. So if it's a standard bag, there's nothing there, there's no customization. We ship it out in 1 to 2 days, working days. To clarify, if you order on a Friday afternoon, we start count on Monday. Tapos, if it's with monogram, you want your initials or your name on the bag, we ship it out in 3 to 5 days. Kasi usually there's a queue. And then, when it's bespoke, we ship the bag 2 weeks after you have given us your details. So, first we ship you the swatches. And then, when the customer has the swatches, they'll have to tell us which one to use, what are the items, what are the colors, combination to use, and then 2 weeks from there, we ship out. So since we are an e-commerce, we partner with a courier company to bring our products. Delivery lead time is 1 to 3 days for Metro Manila and 5 to 7 days for provincial.
Staying as an online business works well for Bunny, and she has remained in business for 12 or 13 years now. Here's her advice to would-be entrepreneurs.
I think in any business, you have to start it right. So, a lot of people who go into business will start it na they won't register, they won't get an accountant, they won't do bookkeeping, things like that. So, for me, you have an idea, that's good, but it's also good to start it right. That's one. And number two, as an entrepreneur, you always think that you will one day become big. So you need to understand every aspect of your business. You don't have to be a master of every single aspect of your business. But I think every business person should know and understand every side of it, so that when you get bigger, you can see, oh, how come this is like this? Can you please try to explain? And when you get bigger, kasi you can't do everything yourself. So at least when you give that task to someone, you also know if they're doing the right thing.
And here's how to connect to Bunny and her Ni Qua brand.
Thank you so much for having us. You can view our products at our website. It's www.ni-qua.com. That's niqua.com.
You just met Miss Bunny Baulos-de Guzman of Ni Qua Bags, our feature this week on Strictly Business.